Hi there, and welcome to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about something that is at the heart of every successful Christian marriage, the biblical principles that guide and strengthen our relationships. We'll be diving into 10 powerful principles that, when applied, can unlock God's plan for a thriving Christian marriage. So, whether you're newlyweds, celebrating decades together, or anywhere in between, this video is for you. Let's jump right in. Our first principle is to love unconditionally. The Bible teaches us about a special kind of love called agape love, which is beautifully described in 1 Corinthians 13:4-8. Agape love is selfless, sacrificial, and unconditional, the kind of love that God has for us. This is the love we should strive to show our spouse every day. But how can we practically express this unconditional love in our marriages? Well, we can start by being patient, kind, and understanding, even when our spouse is having a difficult day. We can also support and encourage their dreams and goals, always looking for ways to help them grow and flourish. And don't forget to express your love through small gestures, like leaving a heartfelt note, giving a warm hug, or planning a surprise date night. The second principle for a thriving Christian marriage is practicing forgiveness. As humans, we all make mistakes, and it's important to remember that our spouses are no exception. Ephesians 4:32 tells us to be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. When we hold on to bitterness and resentment, it can create a rift in our relationship. To practice forgiveness, start by acknowledging your own faults and remembering that you, too, need forgiveness. When your spouse makes a mistake or hurts your feelings, communicate openly about the issue and work together to find a resolution. And always remember to forgive as Christ forgave you, with grace and love. Our third principle is prioritizing communication. Good communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and it's especially crucial in a marriage. As James 1:19 advises, everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. To improve communication in your marriage, make time to talk about your day, your feelings, and your dreams. Be honest and open about your thoughts, and be willing to listen to your spouse without judgment. Practice active listening by paraphrasing what your spouse says and asking follow-up questions to ensure you understand their perspective. Remember that communication is not just about talking, it's about truly understanding one another. The fourth principle is to cultivate intimacy in your marriage. Intimacy is not just about physical connection, it's also about emotional and spiritual closeness. Genesis 2:24-25 tells us that a husband and wife should be one flesh and that they should have no shame or barriers between them. To nurture intimacy in your marriage, make time for each other and prioritize your connection. Share your thoughts, emotions, and spiritual journey with your spouse. Be open and vulnerable, allowing them to truly know you. And, of course, prioritize physical affection, not just sex, but also hugs, kisses, and cuddling, to maintain a strong physical bond. You can also try new activities and experiences together to deepen your emotional connection. Whether it's taking a dance class, going on a mission trip, or exploring a new hobby, sharing these moments can bring you closer as a couple. The fifth principle for a thriving Christian marriage is to pray together. Prayer is a powerful way to invite God into your relationship and to grow spiritually as a couple. As Matthew 18:20 says, "For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there am I with them." Incorporating prayer into your daily life as a married couple can take many forms. You might start your day with a short prayer together, thanking God for the gift of your spouse and asking for guidance in your marriage. Or, you could end each day by sharing prayer requests and praying for each other's needs. As you pray together, you'll find that your faith and your relationship grows stronger. Our sixth principle is to honor and respect your spouse. Treating your spouse with honor is an essential part of a healthy Christian marriage. 1 Peter 3:7 tells husbands to treat their wives with respect, and Ephesians 5:33 tells wives to respect their husbands. Honoring your spouse means valuing their opinions, listening to their concerns, and celebrating their achievements. It also means being sensitive to their feelings and refraining from harsh or critical words. Show your spouse that they are cherished and respected by treating them with kindness, compassion, and understanding. The seventh principle for a thriving Christian marriage is to share responsibilities. Ecclesiastes 4:9-12 tells us that 2 are better than 1, and that a cord of 3 strands, you, your spouse, and God, is not easily broken. In a Christian marriage, both partners should work together as a team, dividing responsibilities fairly and supporting one another. This may involve sharing household chores, parenting duties, financial management, and decision-making. By working together, you can build a strong partnership and create a balanced, healthy relationship. Our 8th principle is to prioritize your marriage. With so many responsibilities and distractions in our lives, it can be easy to let our relationships take a backseat. However, the Bible teaches us to prioritize our marriages and put our spouse first. As Matthew 19:5-6 says, "For this reason, a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and the two will become one flesh. Therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate." To prioritize your marriage, make time for regular date nights, even if it's just a simple dinner at home or a walk in the park. Be intentional about spending quality time together, and make your spouse your top priority. When you invest in your marriage, you'll find that your bond grows stronger and your love deepens. The 9th principle is to grow spiritually together. Spiritual growth is an essential aspect of a Christian marriage, as Ephesians 5:25-27 reminds us that Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her to make her holy. To pursue spiritual growth as a couple, make time for daily Bible study and reflection, attend church services together, and join a small group or Bible study for couples. You can also discuss your faith, share your spiritual insights, and challenge each other to grow in your relationship with God. Remember, spiritual growth is a journey, and it's important to support and encourage one another as you navigate your faith together. As you grow closer to God, you'll find that your marriage is strengthened and enriched. Our final principle for a thriving Christian marriage is to show grace and mercy. We all have our imperfections, and it's important to remember that our spouses are no exception. Colossians 3:12-14 tells us to clothe ourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience, and to bear with each other and forgive one another. In your marriage, practice extending grace and mercy to your spouse, just as God has done for you. Be patient with their faults, forgive their mistakes, and offer understanding and support when they're struggling. By showing grace and mercy, you create a safe and loving environment where your marriage can flourish. So there you have it, 10 biblical principles for a thriving Christian marriage. As you apply these principles in your own marriage, you'll find that your relationship grows stronger, deeper, and more fulfilling. We hope you found this video helpful and inspiring. Remember, building a strong and healthy marriage takes time, effort, and dedication, but the rewards are truly worth it. Please feel free to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments section below. We'd love to hear how you've applied these principles in your own marriage. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Christian marriage and relationship content. Until next time, may God bless your marriage and guide you on this beautiful journey together.